What's up guys, Propha Truth here. Today you guys are going to be getting a True Draco deck profile. I figured I'd throw one on the channel for you guys to watch literally right before YCS Toronto that's happening this weekend. I have like a love and hate relationship with this deck. Like I love playing with the deck, but then I hate going up against it. I'm pretty sure you all like that. So before we get to the deck profile, hit that thumbs up button if you're a True Draco fan. If not, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel for more Yu-Gi-Oh content. Let's get straight to it, guys. Alright guys, here we go. First up, 2 Masterpiece. You gotta play him. He's the heart of the deck. You could pop a card and just get it off the board. It's done by during either player's turn. He gets unaffected by whatever card you tribute. So if you tribute a monster and spell, he's unaffected by monster and spells, or a trap and a spell, he's unaffected by traps and spells, and so forth and so forth. So this guy's amazing. Like it's hard for a lot of people to get over him. So 2 of him, 3 Dynamite Knight. You have to play him. You have to play him at 3. I like this guy a lot. He sets up your plays, so if he's on board and your opponent activates anything, to be honest, you can chain him and just a continuous Draco. It has to be a True Draco or True King continuous trap from your deck into either your hand or on the board face up. So most people put it face up on the board, depending on the situation, but most people put it face up on the board because of the fact that by the time your turn comes, you're gonna go off from there. So 3 Dynamite Knight. 2 generals. I like 2 generals. There was actually 3 of the Ignis Heat, but I dropped 1 and put a second general. I like general. He's a floater, and if he's on board, none of your opponent cannot target a face up True Draco or True King monster on the board with card effects. So he's got a good defense, so you'll put him in defense. If he's floating around, you'll put him in defense. Like if you lose one, you bring out another one in defense mode. They can't target. He doesn't need to be tribute for his target effect to apply. He just needs to be tributed for the floating around. So 2 of him. 2 Ignis Heat. I like Ignis at 2. You know, people play it at 3. Some people don't only play it at 1. I think 2 is fine. He gives you another target for general if you need to float him out from the deck into defense position. And he also sets up your board on if your opponent activates anything. You could select a True Draco continuous spell card from your deck and either add it to your hand or activate it on the board. So he also sets up, but not as much as Dynamite Knight does. Like he's much better. Majesty Maiden, just one. She's the rotor. The moment your opponent activates anything, you rotor a True Draco or True King out of your deck into your hand. You know, if she was to say either add it to your hand or special summon it from the deck when your opponent activates anything, she would have been busted. I think she would. Everybody would be playing her at 3. She would have been amazing if they said that. But just one of her. So that's pretty much it for the True Dracos. Anybody who plays True Dracos will know that you play a small lineup of True Dracos. You know, I've seen people play less than what's in here, actually, to be honest. So I feel like that's pretty decent. And 1 Maxi. That's it, Maxi, for if you're going up against anything that's spamming, get your draw power in. It's pretty basic. Everybody understands why Maxi. So that's it for the monster lineup, guys. Off to the spells. This is the soul of the deck. Diagram is freaking insane. They're gonna hit this card. It's too good to not play at 3. If you're, I seen Dinos play it at 2, so that's understandable. But if you're playing a pure Draco, you're gonna play 3. Or even if you're playing True Zeus, you're gonna play 3. It's insane. This card, the fact that your opponent has to get through it twice in battle. One of your True Dracos, they have to die twice in battle in order for them to clear off the board. Your True Dracos gain a boost out of this, 300 boost. And you can destroy another card on board or in your hand just to add a True Draco True King from your deck to your hand. The card is amazing. It's an awesome card, you know, but it's got to get hit. This whole deck needs to get hit, to be honest. Next up, 3 heritage. 3 heritage basically is your draw engine in here. You know, depending, it reminds me a lot of super rejuvenation. So, but I like this because you get an additional summon as well for a True Draco. So, and if it leaves the board, you pop a back row. You pop a back row on the board. So it's pretty decent. It's a back row clear, and the fact that you get to draw out of it and get an immediately tribute summon on it. 3 disciples. Now, I like this. This reminds me so much of Emerald. This card. 3 disciples. You have to get your recycle on. You have to be really careful when you have masterpiece on board and you use disciples, because you don't want to end up putting back all your resources and then like masterpiece is just like nothing on board. Like you can't even apply anything because you can't banish any continuous spell traps. So be careful how you use this, guys, if you choose. And just like heritage, you can immediately tribute summon another for a True Draco or True King monster on the board. And the same thing as heritage again. If it leaves the board, you pop a back row. I think this card is awesome. This is probably one of my favorite cards in the deck. Next up, you got to play, if you're playing pure True Dracos, you got to play 3 Carded Demise. This is another way to get your cards into your hand. Trust me, if you don't play True Dracos, you need to play this, because this card, you get everything, all the resources right into your hand. Like, you draw into another diagram. If you activate a diagram over another diagram, you still apply the effect. It's awesome. This card is amazing. Like, I'm surprised they haven't reprinted this yet. I was hoping this got reprinted, so I'll be able to use it in other decks as well. So, 3 Carded Demise, 2 dualities. Just because again it's draw power, and everything in this deck is normal summon and nothing is special summon. There's no extra deck in this deck either. So duality is just an easy +1 for you. 2 Cosmic Cyclones, just in case you're going up against mirror matches and you want to clear out their back row so you don't lose any monsters on your board, as well as for anything that plays heavy back row. Banish it, get it off the board, get it out of the game completely. 1 Monarch Stormforth, you have to. If this card was at 3, this deck would be too busted. It probably would have gotten hit a long time ago, but you gotta play Stormforth. You clear a monster off your opponent's board by summoning one of yours, and it's a quick play, so it goes perfect with the spell True Dracos or the traps of the True Dracos. It's for the additional summon. It's insane. In a way, I'm happy that it's hit 1. Next up, the 2 Terraformings, because you're playing the 3 diagrams, you want to see it in your hand, so you gotta play it. That's it for the spells, guys. So off to the traps. True King Return. This card is amazing. I really like this card, simply because if you have nothing on board, like and you're about to get hit direct, you can special summon a True King or a True Draco in defense position. You know, yeah, you're not going to be special summoning, and you can't special summon after that, but this deck does not special summon. Like, this is probably the only thing you're going to be special summoning. Like, and if it leaves the board, you pop a monster on the board, like, and you can also get an additional, you can also get an immediate tribute summon off for a True Draco or True King. Like, this card is awesome. So once you tribute it for a True Draco, you're gonna pop something, you're gonna go off. You clear your opponent's board just because of the spells and traps. That's why this deck is so cool. It's so efficient. Next up, 2 Draco Apocalypse. This will help you get over anything big. Like, for an example, I was playing against a Blue Eyes player, and don't get me wrong, like, Blue Eyes is a problem sometimes, especially because they have so much high attacks. It's hard to get over them sometimes, so this will help you get through that. So you go activate, let's say you pop Return, you cut them all in half, and you get to pop something as well. Even if they have a Return of the Dragon Lords, you force them to get rid of that Return of the Dragon Lords. So this card, and again, just like the spells and True King's Return, you can get an immediate tribute summon on the True Draco or True King monster. Amazing card, amazing. Because all monsters on the field, on your opponent's field, gets cut in half. Like, it's not even one, it's all of them. That's a problem. Then the Monarchs Erupt. This card is insane. Like, all you need is a tribute monster just to activate it. Even if that tribute monster leaves the board, if this is still on the field before your end phase, it still applies. Like, I seen some people mess up off of that. You know, it still applies. You just need to have a tribute monster just to activate it. Now, if they get rid of that tribute monster and it's your turn is not ended yet, this card still stays on board. So even if you have a tribute monster on the board and it's your opponent's turn and they get rid of that tribute monster, this still stays on board simply because of the fact that it says during your end phase. And that's what's beautiful. So that whole turn right there on your opponent's turn, their effects is still negated until it's your end phase. So I think this card is freaking amazing. This card is awesome. It's a skill drain. You can't go wrong with it. One warning, just because it's warning. You know, you want to negate something that's going to be a threat to you. Negate the summon, get rid of it. And then 2 summon limit. Now, I did not notice about this card until I got this deck. This card is awesome. Like, you control what your opponent summons. This will mess up zoos pretty bad, and anything that swarms, even World Chalice. Like, this card is amazing. I would never sleep on this card ever again. This card is insane. You just control the summoning. Like, neither player can summon more than 2 times per turn. So you're shutting down your opponent, and all you're doing is normal summon. You can normal summon twice and end with a decent board. Like, but your opponent, if they're not playing True Dracos, you kind of shut them down a little bit, or even slow them down. So, and then the last card, skill drain. Just because it's skill drain, just like Erupt, you know, you want to negate effects, especially if you have a masterpiece on board that's unaffected by traps. That does not apply. This does not affect them. So I say 1, try it out 1. If you guys don't have it, if you guys playing Trues and you're not playing skill drain, think twice. So that's pretty much it for the deck profile, guys. Obviously no extra deck. So that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the deck profile. If you did, smash that thumbs up button. Thank you for watching. Later. So there you guys have it. That was the True Draco deck profile. First and most off, I want to give a shout out to John, aka Poopy from Truly Urbans out in the Bronx. This is actually his deck. He loaned me the deck. He wanted me to test play it and get my opinion on it. First off, John, the deck is fucking amazing. I have to admit. Like, I played True Dracos. I've had the deck before, and I like your build better. Like, it's more control. And I feel like if you have a pure version of True Dracos, it's more of a strategy thinking. Like, I've seen True Draco zoos, and they're just like straight out obliterating people. This is more control. I feel like you can control your opponent with this deck build. So if you guys like the deck profile, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel for more Yu-Gi-Oh content if you're not subscribed yet. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Hope to see you guys at the next video. Later.